Judero is a unique game which is not everyone's cup of tea, but it's all handmade animation. It takes a lot from Scottish folklore, which is not a topic I'm familiar with, but nevertheless I find intriguing and charming. You play as Judero, who is investigating what the source of unrest in the land is. There are monsters about causing problems. And you must travel to the Mountain of Glass, over the sea, and past the Kingdom of Want, which is what your friend Bessie Dunlop instructs you to do. She is a witch, from what I gathered, and would know something about these things. It is there, atop the mountain, that Judero, you, and I will find conclusion, and we are not told anything beyond that. The motivation is simple, the game is simple, but it doesn't need to be more complex than that. You have a basic melee attack with your staff that you can combo with, and the combo does more damage, and an ability to take control of lesser beings. In some cases that means taking control of an enemy that can blow itself up along with enemies near it. There are these caterpillar-like enemies, there's flying bugs, that sort of thing. There are a few other special moves that you can buy with gold. There's a tornado move, a dash attack, and a few others. You'll dodge boulders and fight monsters and save a town that's besieged by multiple threats from multiple sides, and talk to interesting and quirky people. What draws me in is how the game looks, the story, the characters, the weirdness of all this, and the music. The music is a variety of folk songs and instrumental tracks, which I found myself stopping to listen to. It's a great soundtrack, and it fits the game perfectly. I did have one problem, and that was being knocked out of a boss arena, and I was unable to get back in. Some of the enemies spawned outside of the arena as well, so I was able to get myself killed and back to a save point, or I could have just loaded a save, but I tried for a while to get back into the arena. Hopefully they can fix that. Other than that, it's been good. Games like this are what I want to highlight and praise, because this is not something you're going to get from a big studio. I'd like to see big and medium-sized studios take more chances on smaller games. It doesn't have to be this small, but try things. You might tap into something that people like. This is where the most interesting and innovative things happen. I'm also just into artsy stuff. And it's difficult to describe why you like a piece of art. You can talk about the colors, the shading, the perspective, and you can get to a feeling. You see a piece of art and feel something. That's how I feel. This feels like a breath of fresh air, unlike anything that I've played recently. It's not overly complex, the characters are genuine. It feels like a game from another time and place. It reminds me of point-and-click games. It reminds me of games from the 2000s or even the 2010s a little. Not bloated with main missions, side missions, companion missions, random missions, weapons, guns, spells to collect, and a myriad of other things. I like playing games that are a little more quiet, and this is one of them. I hope that you give Judero a chance, because it is worth your time.
My mother was a tailor. She sewed